Hello, welcome to another Trail Takers documentary. This weekend, Eric and I are going to head out on a hike on the Foothills Trail, and I wanted to show you our routes before we get started so everything makes more sense after you've seen it on the map. So this is the official map for the Foothills Trail. You can find this in a few different places around the area, and I think it's also in our local Mass General stores. It's a really helpful map, though. It is a few years old, so by now it's probably outdated. They may have a new version of it, but it's pretty good in terms of everything it includes. Alright, so today's Friday. We are starting our hike at the Upper Whitewater Falls parking lot access. We were planning on starting out here at Bad Creek, but it's actually closed because of the coronavirus that's happening right now. But the Foothills Trail is actually encouraging people on their website to continue hiking the trail and practice social distancing, so we're going to definitely keep that in mind while we're out there hiking. So tonight we are going to try to avoid night hiking, so we're going to start here and hike along to this campsite near the John Garton Spur Trail. A couple of views along here, the Upper Whitewater Falls and then the Lower Whitewater Falls. Both are really neat places to check out. So we'll be camping here tonight. Tomorrow we're going to continue hiking along the Foothills Trail and past the Thompson River and Hilliard Falls, and then flip over to the other side. We'll continue, I think it's about 16.5 or 17 mile day to one of the campsites around here at Jocassee, Lake Jocassee. This is a really beautiful area. We were here a few years ago and really enjoyed it. So there are a good number of campsites there. We'll show you when we get there, so hopefully it's not going to be too crowded. And then on Sunday, we're going to continue on the Foothills Trail past the Laurel Fork Falls, and we're going to pass Virginia Hawkins Falls, and then we're going to end here at the Laurel Valley access, and that's where our car is going to be parked. So in total, I think it's about a 35-mile trip over this weekend, and the weather's supposed to be pretty nice. It's supposed to be high of 80, low in the 50s and 60s, so it might get a little hot, but it looks like we've got plenty of water sources to keep us hydrated. Alright, we're headed out on the trail. So we're starting from Upper Whitewater Falls, and then we're headed down to the valley. We're going to continue past Bad Creek and past the Spur Trail to the Lower Whitewater Falls, and then our campsite should be soon after that. I'm not sure if it's on the right or on the left yet, but it's really nice weather for walking this weekend. Really beautiful. So there aren't many people out because of the virus, so we'll see if we really see anyone else out here today, but a lot of the parking areas are closed around here, so thinking there aren't going to be very many people out here, so we'll keep you updated. There you have it, folks. There's our end destination, Laurel Valley. Somewhere around there in Laurel Valley. Alright, so we are here at the base of the Upper Whitewater Falls. Might not be able to hear a word I'm saying, but if you can, it's a pretty neat spot. And a very scenic bridge to get across. So I forgot to record this back there, but we kept following the river on the Foothills Trail, and then you come to a junction where if you go right, it takes you to the parking area for Bad Creek. If you go left, it takes you on the Foothills Trail, where the trail coincides with a spur to Lower Whitewater Falls for a while. We're enjoying a beautiful sunset right now. So we made it to our campsite, and we actually made it before dark. We weren't sure if we were going to. And we found the Whitewater camping area, which actually has like 3 or 4, maybe 4 places to camp. And tonight we made hot dogs, which was really fun. We dipped them in Chick-fil-A barbecue sauce and honey mustard. And then we baked a can of beans on the fire. So, not our conventional dinner, but it was really fun. And yeah, about the camping area, it has like a little stream, but it's not super great, but it does look like there's a couple sources for water if you need to get some water here. And there's also a nice bear cable that they put in, but it just has one on it, so there aren't a whole lot of places to hang, but it does have one place for you to hang. So I think they did some improvements. Okay, bye. It is the morning of day 2, Saturday. It's around 8:30. We just got started a couple minutes ago. And we're headed towards the Thompson River right now. And eventually we'll reach Lake Jocassee, which is our ending point. Someone we were camping with last night said he walked by there yesterday, and even by like 2 or 3 it was full. So we'll see when we get there if there's any camping. But another upgrade they've made to a number of the campsites is the Boy Scouts have added water cisterns at some of the smaller streams. So that was true at the Whitewater camping area that we stayed at last night. They're marked by a blue reflector on a little post, and you just lift the lid up and there's a cistern, hopefully full of water. So that's where we tanked up this morning, and it's gonna be our longest day, so we're trying to keep a steady pace, but keep you updated. Thompson River. So Eric filtered the water this morning, and I couldn't find one of my water bottles. So I was like, Eric, do you know where my water bottle is? And he's like, no. And I'm like, is it in your backpack? And he's like, no. And then 10 seconds later, he's like, oh, it's in the bottom of my pack. What? He put it in the bottom of his pack. Weird. We're at the, I think the Horse Pasture River, right?
Mm-hmm.
Flows into Jocassee. And take your time to enjoy the bridge, because I gotta go up that afterwards. Well, we're ready.
Mm-hmm.
So we just finished the hardest part of our hike so far yet today. We came up from the river, or the lake, and the trail looks about like this. It just kind of hugs the side of the mountain for a while, but it's a lot of going up, and we also did this around noon, so it's pretty hot. But now we're back on the road, so it should be a little bit more mild from here. This little butterfly loves my water bottle. Never seen one like that before. So we stopped at Bear Gap, right?
Yeah.
For lunch, and then we had mostly like a little bit of ups, a little bit of downs on the logging road, and now we're going like steep down to get to the lake, and then we'll be done. So we're almost there. We made it to the bridge! Well, we made it. Got our tent all set up. Won't need the rain fly this weekend. And we got a nice view of the lake. So I think Gorgeous State Park is closed right now because of the virus. So it's actually not that crowded around here. I think it usually would be on a Saturday afternoon, but we're excited to maybe get in the water and enjoy dinner. So tonight we treated ourselves to some Mountain House. I still have some on my face apparently. And because we had a long day. Chili mac with beef is just decisively the best Mountain House meal ever.
Looks like.
Yeah. Gross. It's okay. Okay, it's about 7:45. We slept in a little bit more this morning, but we're getting packed up and we're gonna head out because we've got about 13 miles to do to get back to the car. And probably gonna be another hot day. We've got a lot of ups to do because we're going over Heartbreak Ridge, and then we are also going up. We gotta climb a good bit to get to Laurel Valley, which sounds kind of ironic, but that's what we're doing. It was a nice campsite, other than we didn't hear as many forest sounds last night, so that was a negative. But the view of the lake is gorgeous here, and we did have a good number of people, but not crazy amount. So we're kind of separated off from them, so that's good. So just for some perspective on Heartbreak Ridge, it's really kind of just stairs going up the mountain, which is pretty tough with your pack on. But we're not quite to the top yet, but where we are right now, we're this far above the lake, and we started just about at level of the lake, so that shows you more than an elevation profile could, how high you're going, how quickly. So the bridge is a little twisted here. Right. And not exactly sure what's going on with that, but it doesn't really move when you walk on it, so I guess it's okay. But anyways,
That was a little scary.
yeah, we passed Laurel Falls, and now we're just walking through the valley. It's like 3 miles of just nice, easy terrain. Then we're gonna pass by Virginia Hawkins Falls, and then we'll go up the hill. Okay, we made it to the parking lot. Well, not really. We still have to go a little bit, but it's there. So, we completed the hike. How do you feel about it?
Good. It's hard work, but
yeah,
I enjoyed it.
Now we're gonna hopefully eat hamburgers.
Yes.
All right.
So hungry.
See you next time.